Biafra freedom, men and women of the conscious people, wherever you are all over the world. I say morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London. Radio Biafra London is being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. His name is Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. One day we will come to appreciate the mindset behind those words. Mazi Uche Okafor-Mefo is standing on a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the of Afari Ibeku, the man who stood up and saw the evil in Nigeria, addressed it adequately. Nobody have done this for the past years until he came. Afari Ibeku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State. Abia State is Biafra land. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the one and the only man that commands the loyalty of the Biafra across the globe. He is the director of Biafra as well as Biafran television. And I tell you, whatever he said we should do, we will do. I am George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta is Biafra land. Our message has not changed on this platform. We don't want to take over Nigeria. We don't want to overthrow the government of Nigeria. Everything that belongs to Nigeria, we want to give it to them. And even give them extra. We will give them extra. And so let everybody understand why we are here. We are Biafran. We have been Biafran before they came. Even today, the emblem of Nigeria on top of Biafra. And I can assure you that after Nigeria is long forgotten, we will still be here. And irrespective of how you want to see our case, you should be asking yourself a simple question. What are these people doing here? These people are doing here because we want to undo the evil of the British government. That is why we are here. But it's pathetic. I should say it's unbelievable that we are shouting, have to yell so people will listen to us, to tangle us from this evil called Nigeria. We were not consulted in the first place. One terrorist invaded Africa, the British government, of course. They came with their mercenary, just like al-Baghdad, just like Shekau, just like every other idiot terrorist around the world. His name is Frederick Lugard. He did this evil here. I'm just here to say, we want to go. The world is civilized enough to understand that when you begin to manage the world against its true natural course, there are bound to be consequences. And I can assure you the world is not ready for it. Like I said, I will not proceed until we acknowledge the Creator. For he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. For without him, we are gone as a people. And so with confidence assurance, we confront whoever is on our way with the truth, nothing more, nothing less. But I can assure you that in the end, Biafra must come. I understand how life works. Everybody who is yapping today, who refuse to feel our pain and get it applied, all of you will congratulate us very soon. It's just a matter of time. I have seen this and worse evil like this before. They will boast and they will brag. They will never allow us. Nebuchadnezzar did the same thing. Pharaoh of Egypt did the same thing. I can go on and begin to name kingdoms who have risen. Where is Soviet Union? There was not always America. People will not believe that ordinary Britain humiliated China and Japan, including India. But where is Britain today? Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. But we are people. But we will tell you the definition of peace very soon. And so I will acknowledge the Creator, for he is our guide and knowledge and understanding. The very primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. Say to him as Anyị na maka n'eziokwu na-emara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadio inwe gị mgbanwe Odi onye dekage ibu Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na dị mma o. Ise. Just on this segment, our team remain back to your root. It's been an issue trying to make our people understand what we directly accept this truth and we subconsciously reject this same truth. But don't worry, you'll be fine. Trust me, you will be fine. You can wrestle with the truth, but you will be fine because you will be delivered at the end of the day. When we say back to your root, how I wish a Caucasian man, how I wish a European man, how I wish a Chinese man, how I wish an Indian man, how I wish an Arabian man will understand how a black man feels when you tell them to go back to their root. It's like you have poisoned them. But they will be fine, don't worry. It's not easy. It's more than 400 years now. The same method have been used to entangle laws, and only God will help us. But he said if you should go, we will help us. Of course, our team remain back to your root, irrespective of how you will interpret it. One day you will understand that everything we do here on Radio Biafra is ordained by Chukwu Okike Abiama, and we cannot fight against him. Our leader, very meticulous as he can be, is being guided by the spirit of Chukwu Okike Abiama. He has not changed from day one till today. He has not tried to influence or convince anybody by his action or way of life. He has remained who he is, because in the end, Abu Monyembo, I am that I am, I change it not. Back to your root. Ijo, go back to your root. Mbitoru, go back to your root. Ndiodogodo, go back to your root. Urobo Shekiri, Egala Idoma, all of you, don't let anybody deceive you. Our team remain back to your root. Our topic is arts. Our answer miraculous art. Our ancestors' miracle. You don't know our ancestors did miracle. But I beg your indulgence. By the power or by the name of the Almighty, I beg your indulgence as a Biafran. And learn. Maybe you begin to understand what we are saying. I am Reverend George Onyibi. I remain a Christian. And nobody violate my conscience. But I hold the culture and the value of my ancestors above every other thing. Because when God met Abraham, he didn't say, I will make you God of Abraham. He had a covenant with Abraham. Every other sons of Abraham must be tied with that covenant. And that is why in Egypt, 430 years on, he said to the people of Israel, I am the God of your father. He didn't say, I'm the God of America, the God of Britain, I am the God of your father. Don't you get it? He refused to tell them his name because he don't want problem. He don't want problem. Go to every country in the world. God name have different name. But he refused to tell them his name until Moses said, no, I will not go until you tell me your name. And God said to Moses, of course, the creator, I have never revealed name to man, but you will be the first person. And that is why you begin to hear Elohim. He has confronted the rest and said, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. I am the God of your ancestors. If I ask you now to go back to your ancestors, you didn't say, may the Lord have mercy upon you. But you will know the truth. We do not miss words here. So when I now say the miraculous art of our ancestors, many people are going to wonder, did our ancestors? Yes, they did. I tell you, I cannot allow anybody to conscience as a Christian, because I have seen that there is nobody that look like the Bible. There is nobody history that can compare with the Bible than the history of the Biafran people, the Igbo people. Get it into your head. The tradition, everything recorded in the Bible, the Israel of Netanyahu cannot be compared to that the Jewish people, the Israel. They count their ancestors, their lineage, their mother and their father as we speak to that lineage through our father and our father alone. Nobody fits perfectly into what the Bible says. Aside the Igbo man, aside the Biafra man. And that is why I will hold on to the Bible. We will dig out every truth. We will be able to disciple all the puzzles that have been scattered. And I tell you, the light will shine in the end of the day. And so when we say go back to your root, keep your knowledge aside. That thing you think you know, keep it aside. We have been there before now. We have been there. We know what we are telling you. It's not going to be easy, but you will be fine in the end of the day. So I say go back to your root. Tonight we are looking at a topic titled, The Miraculous Art of Our Ancestors. If I tell you they did miracle, you won't understand. But like I said, I beg your indulgence. Don't bring in that religion, but try to understand what we are telling you. Try to learn, and you will see. Our leader said we will give you Biafra without a shot of gun. You will not need to shoot gun. And do not forget, our leader said Biafra last miracle. Did you hear? I didn't say so. We all came out because we saw a man sent by God. There, nobody is disputing the fact that Chukwuoke Kabiama sent our leader. Even if our leader don't know, we know God, Chukwuoke Kabiama sent him. Nobody is contesting that. We know. Prophetically, he divinely spoke and said Biafra is the last miracle. Before we came, there is nobody like us. And after we are gone, there will be nobody like us. The miracle have to begin. We're about to cross the Red Sea. It's a miracle. And only those who are ready will be part of it. Some of you will use canoe. We are waiting for you. Port. Some of you will use parachute to jump inside the promised land. We will be waiting for you. Some of you are going to climb the fence. We will be waiting for you. But I tell you, only true Biafrans will be raptured at the end of the day. That is why you have to look for IPOB family very closer to you and join. Today we keep shouting. We keep calling the attention of our people across the globe, most especially those in the north and those in the north think they are doing PDP or APC. When you are telling them, they are there thinking, if you are IPOB member and you are the coordinator is playing with you, they are not connected to IPOB family and want to endanger your life, and you are there romancing them. Don't worry. Maybe you think we are jobless, right? Maybe you think we don't know what we are doing, right? And I can tell you, the oath I took said, I will not endanger the life of the next principal officer. And so therefore, if you become an impediment to the next principal officer, I will kill you myself, because I will be doing a service to Biafra. Did our leader not tell you that the day he come and some way to SME here, that we should shoot him? And you are there, you think your own way to I will shoot you myself. You think we are joking? Don't get ready, because you never know. And this evening we have to move ahead, because our people must know the truth. Let us go and look at the miracle of our ancestors. Something led to it. The trending issue of distraction in Nigeria today is the issue of terrorist Lamido, Sanusi Lamido. They want to make a hero out of him. They want to make him the lover of poor people. It's a lie. The British government game. Don't believe you. But online, I read an article that said history will always repeat itself. And it started by talking about in April 1963, Emir Mohammed Sanusi I of Kano plotted to dethrone the Atta of Igala, Oboni of Igala, Idu. And I took my time and I listened to that story, because I knew everything about that story. But I will not go there. Let me give you my own version of what really happened. I stand to be corrected, but be rest assured, we'll tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. There is a king in Biafra land known as the Atta of Igala. The Atta of Igala remain one monarch standing till tomorrow morning that have not been defiled by that state. The Atta of Igala's son may not talk, but no madman go there. Fulani don't go there. Boko Haram don't go there. Go there. He does not look for your trouble, but don't look for his trouble. He will do double. Atta of Igala is a man none of you have heard of. Atta doing gragra. Atta of Igala is a monarch who is not looking for government to settle him. Atta of Igala, the throne still stand in the land, Biafra land. But let me bring in why I want to teach you miracle. In the year 1610, there is a queen known as Queen Amina, supposed to be within Kaduna or Kano as it in the ancient time. Queen Amina was a woman warrior. But now make no mistake about it. They will never tell you about the woman warrior. If not that the Aba women riot of 1929 were projected in the history to tarnish the image of our mother, you will never have heard about it. Nobody told you their heroics or heroine deeds. Nobody knew anything other than they rioted. Our mother did not riot. Our mother protested. And the British government and Nigerian terrorist state rolled out armored car on them. You need to see those women of valor. They fought men one-on-one. They snatched guns from Interpols all around and smashed those guns to pieces. They marched from Calabar to Abia, from Abia to Port Harcourt. They marched the whole of Biafra land. This is our mother. They were hero. Heroine, I mean to say. There were nobody like them. But I won't go there. Because when I'm talking about when I think I also have people have a warrior, we give it to them. Queen Amina was a fierce warrior. She led military men, armies who ravaged the whole of Biafra land, destroyed the whole of Yoruba. Everywhere they went, they were greeted with victory until they get to Biafra land. And they landed in Igala land, being another askead boundary between we and the Middle Belt. They have conquered the Middle Belt. Brokers said, this was the first time. Chukwuka stopped them. He didn't stop them in Enugu. He didn't stop them in Abo. He stopped them in Igala land. And the altar of Igala went in and prayed to Chukwuka Abiyama. And his prophet told him that this war that has come will consume the whole of Biafra land. Do not forget the Igala people are the first children of the first daughter of former Mbara until Nigerian divide all of us. And the prophet told the Atta of Igala, the king of Igala land, that this war will consume everybody. The Atta of Igala said to him, to the priest, and said, no, there must be a solution. There is no problem without solution. And the prince went back to consult Chukwuka Abiyama. And the priest was told that the only solution to stop this evil was for the Atta of Igala to bury first daughter and the only daughter. Igala people are listening. The Atta of Igala is alive, is listening. And so if I'm lying, then we should make a publication to that effect. And so Atta of Igala say, if that be the case, let them bury the first daughter alive. Because that is what they say the gods requested for. And so the first and the of Atta if I bury this my daughter, so that the Lord can be saved of it foolingly. And they said the moment that is buried, the end of now, go and ask British government, they know it. They made a documentary program to that effect in 20. Go and look at the archive of BBC, Pidgin English. You will see the history of Atta of Igala. But of course, they hide the main thing for you, so you will not have sense. That is the end of Queen Amina. That is the end of Fulanization or Islamization agenda. And now what happened was that after that era, our people were Islam stopped state. Islam have penetrated Edo state. But Atta of Igala did not stop his people. He gave them the right to free religion. And so those who will become traditionalists have the right. Those who will be Muslim have the right. Those who want to be Christian have the right. But he maintained the tradition of his ancestors till tomorrow. Why I'm bringing this is that we want to look at the miracle of our ancestors. And so what did Atto of Igala do? He reigned for many years. He died and gave birth to son. And as they study us as a people to destroy the very fabric foundation that hold us together as a people, they carved out the part where Atto of Igala is, out of Anambra, and add him to the north. And that is when I saw the book of the man that I read, or rather the publication online that I followed. They carved him to the north in one of their meetings. This Lamido Sanusi terrorist father, his father before him, to humiliate this king as they have humiliated every king or monarch in Biafra land. British government know how to do that. They are giving the Nigerian impetus to destroy our monarch, but they want you to say that Queen of England is holy. But she is a man who know no joy of a mother, because she have created more widow upon the earth and will suffer greatly in hell. Queen of England, they know how to destroy other people. Monarch. They want you to worship them. But this is hate speech. I hope I'm right. Pass a bill to that. And so what happened? They took the Atto of Igala to Awusa Fulani land. And they were sitting. All this idiot emir, Atto of Igala was forced to stand up and bow down before the emir. Atto of Igala then said, no, I do not such thing. Because Igbo man do not bow for anybody. They told him, you must bow down. Who the hell are you? We will remove you from office. Atto of Igala stood up and said, if you say so, so be it. He now opened his cap, his crown, to bow down to the emir, which is this Lamido father. Remove his cap. He now chased all out of the palace. Then I say, hey, cover it back. Is that not a miracle? He now covered it back. And he looked at the emir and said to him, for making an attempt to dethrone me, you will be dethroned. And after you and your children after you, all of them will be dethroned from that throne. And that is how he came back. And when he came back and sat on the throne, Parliament fought Atto of Igala tooth and nail, but they could not prevail. But to cut the long story short, I want to look at the history of all the governors of Kogi State. He gave them condition and said, if you are not from his own side, you can never be governor of Kogi State. Obasanjo fought him. They all fought him. He made one of them. He got motor accident after challenging the Atto of Igala. He nearly died. One of them, he turned to imbecile. He told that governor, any day you come out to address more than 10 people, you will turn to epilepsy. He was a governor. But any day he come out to address the people as a governor, conversion will hold him. And when they could not destroy him, because he held on to the tradition of his ancestors, so they leave him. You never know he's still alive till today. He's still there. And there is a legend that said that his father caused vulture and said no vulture will land on Igala land till tomorrow morning. If you have ever heard that thunder strike Fulani cow and destroy them in their thousand, it's in Igala land. Madman don't go there because they were. And so what are they doing? They are destroying Igala youth by dividing them. So you go to Ida, all the communities in Igala land, they are almost fighting each other. Government is the one initiating the crisis. Of course, it's Fulani. My brother said it's not communal crisis. It's Fulani crisis, trying to erupt us from within. The governor of Anambra know what I'm saying. Because after Muneri and Aguneri, the next communities are all Igana. And so that's true. But Nigerian government can go and fight him tomorrow. But the fate of France is in the hand of the Creator. And we will fight to the end until Biafra is restored. And now, why am I saying this thing? And when I went through this story online today, I said, wow, so our ancestors did miracle. I was like, how do we talk about this miracle? And I remembered the Bible. Exactly the book of Exodus chapter 8. The 10th plague. Because I know that being came out from his head and chased away Lamido Sanusi. His prophecy, how many years ago is what is happening? They can play politics there, but his word, history has repeated itself. He has been overthrown. It's going to be a long series anyway. But let's start. I'm trying to create a foothold. Because somebody now say it's not miracle. It's juju. But let's go. That is why I say I beg you, indulgence. Just get the truth and leave the rest. And so at the end of the day, everybody left the man. I remember the Exodus chapter 7, chapter 8. Both of these chapters talked about the 10th plague. The things that happened. It was this miracle of the 10th plague that put Pharaoh under pressure that he let the people go. He started by turning water into wine. Into blood. His staff of office turned to a serpent and swallowed that of other. And then there were swarms of bees and flies. There were hails and thunder coming from the sky. There was darkness covering the earth. And the last of it all is that he took the first son, the firstborn child, the firstborn son of both beast and human being from Egypt. And that night the Bible says they were great wailing in Egypt, and then Pharaoh and told him to leave in a hurry. But God said to Moses, do not go in a hurry, for tonight I will favor you. Go to your neighbor, tell them to give you anything you want. Just go now and collect your salary. After 400 years of slavery, you must be paid. And those historians, people like Jophasis among other, people like Phoenix Dix amongst other, they said the day the Israelites left, they plundered the wealth of Egypt. This is miracle. And to crown it all, when they made the Red Sea opened. This is miracle. I'm serving. You are so good. Oh yes, you are so good. Chineke nefe edema nezie I want to bring you down inside the church so you can understand what I mean by back to your root. If I have asked you for offering now, that is when the anointing will enter your body. The anointing of stupidity. That is why you walk and you go and give it to Yoruba. But it's a miracle. It's not evil now. Because I'm quoting from the Bible. But if the same miracle happened in Biafra land now, you will say it's Gigi. Problem is. And now God wants to do the same miracle in Biafra land. How will you receive miracle when you don't believe in miracle? The miracle wants to happen. God is preparing your mind, but you cannot believe in the miracle. How will it happen? Did you not know that the Bible cannot perform any miracle in Israel where he came from? Because the people have only few men he lay hand upon. Those were the people Jesus could heal in Israel. If I tell you to go back to your root, you don't believe that your ancestors were great proud warriors in Ascension Savannah. How will you see their miracle? Go and ask the colonial terrorists. From the Portuguese to the German to the France to the British, whoever came to Africa to colonize their children, if they ever know who, but they will not be in a hurry to tell you the story like Ambara. They will never be in a hurry to tell you the story of Nana of Isekiri. They will never be in a hurry to tell you, the history of Jaja of Opobo. But believe me, this man did not just go as mere mortar. You want to tell me that you are not aware of the miracle that made our leader to disappear in Afari Beku and our land in Israel? Come on, get the message we are giving to you and be delivered. Our uncle. And now what I'm saying is that God have perfected every way to save Biafra. The safe way passage is ready. People are not ready. And tonight, in order to look into this issue, I do not want to say more story because we are not going to live here. But I want to tell you some of this miracle. And then I will leave our line open. But I will ask you a question. And then when you call us, you tell me the miracle that has ever happened in your place. Please endeavor to answer my question. Maybe I should learn from you. Now, our fathers fought war. Nigerian brought war upon us. In 1967, it lasted 3 years till 1970. My parents never made mention of the word Biafra. I never knew until I joined IPOB. I could only figure out and say, oh, for mentioning Biafra, or else they will be charged for treason. And so they always say during the war. Whether it was First World War or Second World War, I do not know. But they keep saying during the war. And now when they told the story during the war, they said the war did not enter Abo for 2 reasons. And the 2 reasons why the war did not enter Abo is because there is a miracle. The war did not get to Abo. The war did not enter in Urugodo. And what is the miracle? When the Nigerian army crossed into around Obieli here, within the boundary of Ozanishi and Ozanogogo, they started shooting their missiles. Until they get to Abobi Junction, if you and from there they launched their missile into Orogodo. And those of you who know Abo, you will know there is a place we call government field. It could also be referred to as civic center, but we call it government field. There is a clock tower there. The clock tower into Aleha, where you have high school. If you are in Abo, tomorrow morning go and look at that clock tower, because most of you don't even notice it. It's just like a piece of cake there. It carries history. Go and look at it from the west side of that clock tower. You will notice that from that side is broken. My mother told me that one of the missiles that was launched into Abo was what broke that very clock tower and damaged it. That when they were small, when that clock rang, the whole of the community will know the time. Nigerians destroyed it with their army. And my mother said the moment they shot at that word clock, that was what told them that there was war. Our people were not ready to defend themselves. But one elderly woman came out at Uromi Junction in Abo there and opened her wrapper. Bean came out from her bumble. Let me try and be civilized. Bean came out from his anus, her anus. My mother said the bean chased Nigerian army away. Only one woman chased them away. From that Uromi Junction, they were forced to follow Uromi down to Awuchi, where they returned down to Igala land. And from River Benue, they crossed in back, coming back to Onitsha, before they conquered Asaba, entered Asaba, and then descended on Ochanja Market from the link of River Niger and River Benue. So they didn't come through Abo. It was when they settled in Asaba, trying to enter Onitsha from River Niger there. Some of the lazy army moved backward into Agbo, covering up Asaba, Onitsha, Idumuje, and the rest of the community. They didn't march down as they came. Only the communities that experienced miracle were saved. But the community that were not expecting miracle, they were destroyed. Miracle. The next thing my mother told me was that there is a river. We call it Iyorogodo. In fact, that is where I am broadcasting for. Iyorogodo is a tiny river. Just the same way they are trying to destroy River Niger. That is how they are trying to destroy Iyorogodo. Go and ask Julius Berger that made that tiny bridge. A lot of sacrifice was made before they allowed them to build that bridge. Because cast bridge in the night, before the bridge will disappear. In the night, the people doing it will die. They will disappear. until sacrifice was made. Nigeria made effort to invade Abo. But every missile they shot, all of them ended in Iyorogodo. Not a single building collapsed. And who in that Iyorogodo, there was a very big hall there belonging to King Obikechuku. He had a cinema hall in that Iyorogodo. A lot of things happen. I can tell you miracle of Iyorogodo. Only those who know Nigeria history of terrorism, we know what really bite them back. All this were miracle. Who was inside that river collecting all the bomb? Who was that woman that opened her nyash and come out and start chasing Nigerian army away? If I tell you it's a miracle, you will say it's not a miracle. Why is it not a miracle? It's evil, it's juju, because he's a black man. Who did this to us? Imagine this story I have told you now. From a town of a gala to unknown woman. Imagine if they were from Europe or Israel. Imagine how we are going to praise this God. Imagine. But they are Abo woman and they are Gala people. And so it's juju, it's evil. But nobody had power in themselves. Nobody have power except God has given it to you. Any power, whether good or evil, you do not have any power except God gave it to you. The promise is for all of us, as the Lord has said it will be. He said he will give us power. Well, come. Promise is for all of us, as the Lord has said it will be. He said he will give us power. Is come. The windows of heaven are open. The power of Chukwuki Kabiama is here. The Spirit of our God is everyone. This is the language you understand. But what is it saying? Jesus said to the disciple, do not leave Jerusalem until power of Umonso is everywhere in Biafra land. But he does go back to your root. You understand? Gift to the church. Church is not the church has put for those who know us know it in a way that it will suit has been configured. And now the 9 gifts are classified into 3. And you have the revelational gift. Because I have just narrated fall into the category of the power gift. Under the power gift, you have the working of miracles, and then you have the working of miracle, the gift of faith, and the gift of healing. This gift out of the 9 fall into the category known as the power gift. These 3 power gifts, one of them is what I have just explained. It's miracle. Only God works. No other person work miracle without the permission of God. Go and miracle. So whether you like it or not, it's still the power of God. You go back to your root and let's chase these evil people out of our land. And now you see when you talk about Lamido, Sanusi Lamido, miracle is happening. Though they have another agenda, we will analyze them until they will have no place to hide. But I'm asking you, where is those miracles? Some of you in your village, you don't eat cocoyam. You don't eat rabbit. Some of you don't eat animal. It is not because you worship those and to do miracle in your miracle. You never reference them, you never talk to them, and they are watching you everywhere. They are telling you to come back home. You are nobody without your father. You are nobody without your mother. That is why God will always tell Abraham children, from Isaac to Jacob to Joseph to all of them. Even when Jesus came, he kept telling them, the covenant I made with your father. Not the covenant of British government or America. Which covenant did your father have? But miracle or colonial is miracle. Please, when you call, if you know the meaning of miracle in Igbo language, in your language, tell me, because I'm confused now. Somebody's going to say that those women, all of them are you. Please, when Moses now raise up stick and what a kind of miracle in your language, let's know if Moses did juju. Can't people understand? Moses now decree that the firstborn of every is and all of them die. It's a miracle. It's not juju. It's not that. I come here now that Amadio has to kill all Biafra. There is an antichrist. But Moses decreed in the are you God? Are you God? We say what did one you what good did he do? This is the time to come to Chukwokika Biama, for he has invited you. Come let us get that. Don't you know they spend billions of naira to make you your tradition, so you will not have the remote control to the very power source of who you are? God made it that way. He made us in different varieties. And those who know will always talk to us. Let me digress a little bit. We are talking about miracle. After the war, there was a family. We attacked all the way from Unaba. And when they get to Imo River, they met one Eche man who was in season about property. They met this family, carrying all luggages in their head. And they said to the man, you go back to Port Harcourt with your load, or you leave your load here and go back to Abia State where you come from without your property. The man knew the important and he left all his property. The HA man is not dead, he's still alive. And so he left his load and they start going home. The distance from Imo River to Alioji is not 1 kilometer, but having starved so many days, they have to trek. The cassava farm and fell of taste and hunger, was almost dying. And in that farm, he looked to heaven, from where our help comes from, and he wept and cried to God. Cheta nkwagiyo n'obulu na madendo ngabụ nwa nke Chineke n'obulu na madendo Bonwa ke Chineke ka Chukwu meziya. But of course, go and look for that song by Okwe. He cried to the Creator and said, if you will lead me home, I will be a child of God. He's still alive today, a pastor as well as a musician. It's not a miracle because it happened in Nigeria that the whole world gathered against us for 3 years, and we are still here talking 50 years on. You don't see it's a miracle because we are not Europe, because we are not America. Do you think it was Yoruba church that prayed for us to be here? Do you think it was Yoruba? Say, can't you get what we are telling you and go back to your root? I will stop here. I just want to know the what they call miracle in your language. That means juju. Because I know if Oyibo do juju, it's a miracle. Go and watch Oyibo Winch's wizard. They give them fine name. They call them mutant, S-Men, Wolverine. What are their names? The Wolverine. They have plenty name. Superman. which they are Oyibo, and your children want to be like them. You now begin to cast me, begin to dig me out. Every spirit of Spider-Man, every spirit of Wolverine, but these are Oyibo witches and wizards. But me now, if George Onibe become a Spider-Man now, you will cast me out that I'm evil. Onya mon we heni. Onya mon we heni. Onya mon hen. But I hope you understand. I just don't know how to explain to you. You know, if you have been a teacher, you're trying to teach a child 2 + 2. After 1 week, child cannot get it. You are not normal again. You will annoyed. But believe me, we are not in a hurry. You will get it. You will get it. You will get used. That's why back to your root. Whatever is happening in Nigeria today is nemesis. There are things God put away. If we obey the laws and the rules of our ancestors, let's see you. I'll be in a minute.
The history of a people, I repeat, is like the stream of life from which the character form and structure of the identity, their backwardness and progress are drawn. It affords a people on which to predict their future. Just every stream has a source, every has a beginning.
I had a voice on the radio, London is the mouthpiece of the Biafrans. Nnamdi Kanu is his name. He made a vow to fight. And the land of Biafra is restored. We love him, it's our mentor. Biafra is for real. Yeah. We will keep on fighting till the end.
Anything you hear on the radio is the gospel truth.
I had a voice like Sunday like a thunder. Call my freedom, yeah. Now I conquer. I had a voice like yeah, telling me to listen. Their fans freedom is play. Biafra is mine. It's telling me Biafra is mine. For many years after the war, yeah, we pray for the good leader in Biafra land to replace Ojukwu. Until I wake up one day, one morning, I tune to my radio 102.1 FM, radio, Biafra. All I had is love.
The people cannot predict their future if they do not know their past.
Yeah. Nnamdi Kanu's voice. I had a voice like him. Yeah. Sounding like a thunder. Calling for my freedom. Yeah. I had a voice like him. Yeah. Telling me to listen. Biafra's freedom is play. It's telling me Biafra is mine. Biafra is mine.
Yes, my brothers, I have said, deliver the message as I am sent, and it is sent. Please, I want to know, what do they call juju in Oyibo language? Because we need miracle. Our leaders say Biafra is the last miracle. What is miracle? What do you call miracle in Igbo language? Call juju in Oyibo language is going to help. Of course, I can assure you, if you are a Biafran anywhere, you are here to join IPOB. May the Lord be with you. Send us your name, your phone number, your so our WhatsApp line, which is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. You are a Biafran, you are here to join IPOB. I say benedictions do us in Sakula or Setiana. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. 021-52971. And of course, the special number for the female is 081 514. Special number 288 58614. And of course, it's just how let's focus on two things. Number one, has any miracle happened in your village? At any given time, something happened and God intervened miraculously. And number two, what do they call miracle in your language? And what did they call juju in English? Of course, we are here to learn. There is nothing our leader came here to tell us other than to teach us, enlighten us. And now we know the truth. There is no place for Nigerian to hide. Without Radio Biafra, by now, all of you now are not supposed, they would have declared coffee in Nigeria. They would have told you that coronavirus has killed everybody. You will believe. Trust Yoruba on that. They are still managing to lie to you. Did I say there is no coronavirus? I'm telling you that any coronavirus that enter Nigeria, it will run away. How can coronavirus see this suffering and come in here? They will run away. Don't let anybody deceive you. Without Radio Biafra, by now, all the whole Biafra will be singing. Our Samido, Sani Silamido. I beg you, leave our Lamido, Sani Silamido. I beg you, leave. But we will cure you. We will cure you. Because it's not your fault. Hello, Kui. Hello, Kui. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening,
evening, the
madam.
light of the whole world. Your light. My name, and I'm calling from a private.
Go ahead,
All what
please.
you are doing.
On the radio set.
All what you are is our brain. Talking about miracle in our language, we call it utibempo. Utibempo. When somebody
And
do
so
something,
if you are explaining it, explain that Now, if I come now, I see you. I say, madam, you are using a tidempo. Or it looks like you are using juju.
No, it is not
It
juju.
looks like
Depends on how you
miracle.
use. It depends on how you
So,
use it.
what difference between and juju?
And juju.
Are they the same or different?
The difference is between juju because they can take it to save person's life. You can perform it to save your life. You can perform it. It can. There was thing like that. Anything miraculous where you do. So, call it juju and let's say it. As they do all those things, then they ask. Some fighting, they always fight. They always break war between two villages. So then they use that to Tilembo. Then they ask them, carry defend their. Some people they use animal calls in the talk truth, in the something, explain things. Person they open Sharan, that is temple for in house. So when he open Sharan for in house, in the use it they cure from outside. That thing they call miracle, that is the temple. In could talk and say, so person they come, see the sickness there in carry come, see in could tell the owner of the house before those strangers come. So the man now in could tell them, see how you go to the sickness, see their mission and see how you solve the problem. That is Utilembo. So when they call that Utilembo in a juju, well, it depends on how they understand it because it is not our language. It is not our mother's tongue. So that's why it was, because bring the land. When they bring that land, we bow to them, interpret another form. When they tell person, see, they will ask see the thing they interpret for you, you go take them. Because you don't know the meaning of Nancy. So when they call our own temple, they come bring miracle, come bring juju. The meaning of juju, they have to interpret our own temple. Now juju. Okay, what a person here beautiful to finish. Set something, say, nah, waiting then because we move. Touch, you go there for inside house, start your motor outside. It's not, that is temple where somebody acts. I say miraculous something where somebody acts. You will cross, go see motor. Immediately your body touch them. Inside to shout, is that not a miracle? That is where you go see. Anything strange where you see. That's for us. In church, in the family, in land, even land. When people drag land for our side, drag. Thunder, one night, thunder, thunder will make from the other side. It's simple. So anything above a person capacity, that is simple. When you see something that is above your capacity, that is simple. So I thank you for the learning where you give us today. Back to your roots. It is a very big something. It means a lot. Thank you, sir. Good night.
Yes, because my concern is the Biafra is the last miracle. And the last time I checked, miracle is not a Jaw language. It's not Akwa Ibom language. It's not Igbo language. And so what is miracle in Igbo, in your own dialect? Our sister has said it's Otilempo. I may not pronounce it well, but they know what it means. But like in my place, they call it Ishilaja. Miracle is anything that can any substance situation against its true natural position. Situation or circumstance, you change them to whatever you want. That is miracle. And I think what you begin to discriminate is, are you using it for good or, but they are still miracle. Ishilaja. Wesini rebushi or many rato eja. And so is it really evil? Dialect is known as Ishilaja or Ratu Ishi or Ratu Aja. And I think many people use that way. But it can only come through miracle. There is a song my mother used to sing. It clearly explained it. But I want us to appreciate ourselves for who we are. Nobody made us who we are. And we don't have any decision as far as we are concerned until we are of age. I didn't choose to be a black man. I did not choose to be a Biafran. I was not part of those people who made my father my father. I did not have the privilege of choosing my mother. I didn't choose to come from Abo. These were decisions that was taken on my behalf. And it becomes a sin if I cannot appreciate all these very gifts. And I appreciate life. I'm not sincere. But the moment I become a free moral agent, like I has always been. Just that now I am more responsible to what I do. And it is expected that I work within the territory that I am confined to in order to be able to make proper use of what has been made available for me. If you believe that Biafra is the last miracle and you know nothing about miracle, are you sure you will not reject the miracle when it comes? Many children of Israel have prayed all their lives to see the day God will liberate them from Egypt. But that hour of freedom when suffering came, many of them was Moses, that he came to kill them and he has made their labor and suffering to increase. The more we agitate, the more Nigeria will suffer us. And the more they suffer us, the more we call on Chukwu Okike Abiama. The more we call on Chukwu Okike Abiama, of course, miracle must happen. Our people must understand where we are coming from in order to appreciate where we are going to. Are you there, caller, on the line?
Yes, I am here.
Yes, my
Man,
brother.
it has been a long time. I remember that the
Mbe
award-winning
Kubere man.
Okokoro, the very
The
man.
only suspended journalist.
Man, look, I'm crying since you started this Back to Roots program. My line has not been able to every night. I just saying now, you, the person, is a miracle. I do not look for another miracle. Because this did not come from like you. You are a miracle personified. Told us about Ata of Egala and the woman that opened her wrapper and the bees came and drove the vandals away from our land. No person has ever told us this in this life. Even the University of London, that they don't. I don't
That
believe
is
they
why
know.
they removed his school. They want you to think that your father is chimpanzee, monkey,
That
and
is the
baboon.
thing.
They were naked
Look at-
and they were doing arm. Now
Oh.
one terrorist Luga now give them banana and monkey, and they now
Oh.
teach us how to wear clothes and now
Wait,
teach us
you-
how to dress and eat. That is
Okay,
what
look
they
at-
want you to believe.
In those days, they were when we were younger. They were giving us English history. They conquered the whole world. King David. We never knew them. We never know the picture of Hannibal. But this is our own woman who opened her wrapper and this drove battalions of soldiers away. They recorded it, but they hid it away until you, a miracle personified, came and told us this story. George, continue to teach us. There is nobody like you. Look, I don't know what to say. Well, continue to teach us because we will keep on listening. It was very unfortunate that since you started this program of Back to Your Roots, my life refused to enter. Sometimes I was thinking whether it is the network that noticed my number and plucked me out. I don't know. But thank God I'm talking with you today. So I still remain in Kokoro, the award winner from Ibere. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother.
All right.
Dear friends are going home. Yes, a caller on the line. Caller from here. Together. What is you? How do they call miracle in young age?
Miracle in my language is called Ishira. And could happen in my place. There is a place like what we call Ewakwa. In English, it's called manhood. So they go in that's our native market. That's the ancient market that they go to do that Ewakwa. They go by kindred, client by client, and the first client that goes must be the of that community. But a time came one called like Ezinye, because his son wanted to be part of that Ewakwa that year, that initiation ceremony. Now he said that his son must be in the forefront, and they are not the first son of the entire community. So his son entered that what we call Oba to move in that market, to go it around. But bees from our ancestral bush like that we call Iyunkumaria came out and drove everybody, the king, the son, everybody away. And the market scattered. Until they went and inquired, is the first a king or not that must pass through that Oba. And since then, that history has been there. And I have never, whether you are king or no king, as that thing is laid down, the first son of the clan of that community must go first before other kindred will now begin to go. So I believe today my eyes are open because what they have been telling us is fetish. This is what Tuko Kitabiama created. All those spirits that to help us as mankind. Now, return the and we are coming back to our roots. So, Mazonibai, thank you very much, because today I have so much, even this Nikki of Igala, I've been hearing this story, but today I'm opportune to hear this story very well. I'm very happy. I think it's my first time of calling. My name is Onyinyechi Mere. I reside in Iguacha, but I hail from Umaria Mogo in Biafra land.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Now, the truth must not be overemphasized. People must understand. I want you to follow the Bible. The Bible says those who know their God, they will walk strong and they will do exploit. Doing exploit is tempering, venturing into something you know nothing about. You never know what is coming. But this is not just exploit. This is just revisiting what your father did. After I lost my mother, and one day I went to her room. And I went around the room and I searched and I touched them. I tried to remember what she does at every given time, how she stays in the room, everything she's doing. It will amaze you what I discovered. It will amaze you. But if I have not taken time, spent time in my mother's room, there are a lot of things I discovered that I would not have known. You see, when a man wants to die in those days, they will refuse to die until their first or their trusted son is around. They will refuse. That is because there is information they want to pass to them. A lot of first son, your father have died, you are not there. Your parents have died, you are not there. A lot of first son. But what I'm trying to say is that we never made covenant with any God. We called Chokika Biama. We didn't make covenant with him. It was a covenant he had with our father. God didn't make any covenant with Isaac. He did not make any covenant with Jacob. He didn't make covenant with Moses. But his covenant is with Abraham. And from this same covenant, he said to Abraham, you will be a father of many nations. From your loins, many kingdoms will rise. Yes, Ishmael, but this unique covenant I'm talking will be through Isaac. Everybody, and everybody will kill him. But you see, Fulani herdsmen, Miati Allah. That is when you are fighting to. Are they not carrying it out? In Saudi Arabia, Muslim fight Muslim. In America, Muslim fight America. In China, Muslim China. Anywhere you go all over the world, they are the one claiming the right that they don't have. In Nigeria now, it's not jihadist Muslims that want to Fulanize us. This is the anointing. To fold our hand, let them kill us. No. But he said to your son, Isaac, and his descendant, this is the eternal covenant. I'm happy for the Fulani. When they kill, they are go ahead. But what about you? What you? The open. You know, I was born in Oklahoma, and then we don't know what juju. What is juju? Call and tell me. Are you the caller on the line? Good evening from you.
The best uncle in the whole world. The best uncle in the whole world. I greet you, sir. Good evening, sir.
So we are expecting miracle. Our leader says Biafra restoration is the last miracle. And if you think miracle is juju or evil, when it begin to happen, you will not partake. It will look like evil or juju. Our people don't understand. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out and speak in a time like this. Do people know that Nigeria is a lion den or worse than lion den? Anytime I think about our leader, I am humble.
Man, you know why I called you? I had a question. The topic you just raised now.
Let me interrupt you. Now, what gave birth to this is that I went online and somebody gave a brief story of the Atta of a gala with the family of Lamido, Sanisu Lamido. And
Okay.
people were like saying, "Oh, what a miracle! Oh, what wonderful! Hey, this is good! Oh, hey." I said, so these people like miracle. No be me, Samu. But when I say see, most of us are ignorant. And so I don't save ourselves once and for all. Go ahead.
Yes,
please.
honestly, yes, I love that part, Pastor. They are ignorant. And not only that, when I engage with a young youth, a youthful youth who said is a graduate, some months back, like mid of last year, in a cabin, talking about issues in their country called Nigeria. So I began to let him on, and immediately he picked up and he said, "It's like I'm one of them." I said, "One of Nano and the Biafra thing." I said, "What are you saying? You're saying that you are just flattering yourself." He said, never in his life will come that that was last. Immediately, I don't listen to. He said, "Why will he listen to you?" He said, "You have quoted me rightly. It means that the spirit is what." I asked myself, "Why is it that don't come?" Just looking at me, he said, "Leave that in." He wasn't giving any excuse, and I told him, I said, "Listen, the thing that you don't want to come is because that you are not sure of yourself. You're scared of capture, like the Bible tells you. It means your hands are still and dead, because if you have said it that Biafra comes, it means the miracle on earth, that God will never allow that to happen. It means you have ascertained it in your subconscious that will surely come." You see, I don't know why our people get over like I will quote you about this. They misunderstand. What they call miracle is when they'll tell them that there is oil in a draft land in a northern area. Is it what they will call a miracle? What else again do they want to be a miracle? And he's the prophet that
Mbaka prophecy is prophecy. Now, sorry for interrupting you. You see, I am happy for this very series. I said the miracle gift in the Bible, the power gift, the revelational gift, and the vocal gift. And then when we get to the revelational gift, we know whether our leader prophet is juju or is another, because our leader have been prophesying. Whether his own is juju, Mbaka have been prophesying, our leader have been prophesying. Our leader is prophesying everything that has happened to Nigeria and will happen to Nigeria. Mbaka have been prophesying who will be our governor. Only in our land. When they have finished arranging to kill somebody, Mbaka will now prophesy, because they will tell him, so that when they kill the person, they say, "Oh, God didn't say so." Our people must know the truth, and that truth will set them free. Go ahead, please.
Honestly, I don't know where to start, but I think I have to take a little brief thanks from you. Then, not only that, there is this brother of ours in our zone whom so he said he has a new record. So I don't know. I told him he should hold on. Let me connect to you, and you can tell us how he can forward it to you.
You forward it to our WhatsApp line. I think I'll pick it up.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much.
We must continue. Our people just get it. We are who we are. There are a lot of people. If we misplace them, there will be more. Understand, there is no need fighting to save Biafra when we know what Biafra is. I listened to the Nigerian news today on their national network, and they were debating on who is in Nigeria. And they have gang of intellectual idiots in the studio. And this was the line of their analysis. They said they want a Nigeria where nobody will be known as Rivers State, nobody will be known as Lagos State, nobody will be known as Ebonyi State or Kano State. A Nigeria where you are a citizen and you are anything inside the very place you are born. The idea look good. Honestly, And for those who are of simple-minded individual, we look at it and say, after all, it would have been best for all of us. And then I go to Kano, I mean, it would have been fine. And honestly, as champion discourse, they paid dearly for it. But with everything we have experienced oversight, 100 years, just to mention but a few, we all know that anybody advocating for a one Nigeria where nobody is a river state man, where nobody is a delta state man, which means in the next 50 years, all your children will be relocated to Sambisa Forest. And the people who live in Sambisa Forest will own your land. We own your land. They have AK-47. They control the judiciary. You just don't even have anything. Without Radio Biafra, we are gone as a people. And your children will gladly accept it. But understand, the only claim we are laying is on Biafra land. That means that they've not been able to erase it completely. They didn't wipe out all the trees. People begin to look at us serious because they know Biafra existed. Because there are still evidence in the encyclopedia. Complete it now. Every day people are sending Biafra 1 million times into the net. That is why I call on people on IPOB push stories. Begin to share. You may not know what you are doing. Leader Twitter handle, Mazimefo Twitter handle, every broadcast. Share it to heaven and earth. Do you know Biafra is the one of the most, or how do I put the grammar? The highest trending words on earth. Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Look at how small we are according to them. Do you know the most solar is mentioned on the internet? IPOB. Do you know? But how did they come? Because men and women believed in it. Every day we type Biafra, IPOB, Nandekano, Biafra, IPOB, Nandek. Every day we must hit the encyclopedia with this truth. They have no choice, they will recognize it. Today, if I type, now before I type Mazi, my phone will show me Mazi Nandekano, Mazi Uchemefo. You see Mazi will fool anyway. Do you know the meaning of Mazi before IPOB came? You must have heard it, but it was not relevant to you. Just type IPO, your computer will complete it for you. It will show you iPad or iPod. Because they must recognize us. Heaven and earth are bearing witness that we were here before they came. And we are here now. And tomorrow we will still be here, make no mistake about it. What we are saying is step on. Somebody's going. Honestly, it's not about Christianity, Islam. It's about us as a people, first of all. Abraham was not a Christian. Jesus was not even a Christian. Jesus Christ is not a Christian. Because many years after he died, somebody who was not even part of his ministry, of Tarsus, who later was converted into another different kind of religion, not Christian, he was a disciple, somewhere in Antioch, a current day Moscow, where they are now Muslim. In Ephesus, he built a Bible school there. He settled within Moscow, go to Moscow, no single Christian there. And then that was when people saw them and said, these people are behaving like Jesus Christ. Christians, we are first called Christians by unbelief. And sometimes there are certain things that there is no need for it. So Paul was not even a Christian. The disciple of Jesus Christ were not a Christian because the name looked like mockery to them. Look at them, they are behaving like Jesus Christ. But that is not what we are saying here. We are saying here worship a God before they gave them a name. The name of given to them by unbeliever. Which one is more to be? That is why we say go back to your root. Well, I need see us today, the Hausa people today, and without Radio Biafra, we accept it. I have seen so many times how someone will look at Igbo. He say, Nyamene, Igbo man will say, Aboki. They are mocking themselves. And I took time, I say, what is a Nyamene? And there's somebody who know what it means. Say, when they captured our people in Plateau State, among other northern states during the war, they took them inside one place. Mostly women, the same way they are doing it today. And they were very thirsty. Very, very thirsty. And so when Fulani Hausa pass by, because they cannot speak Hausa, they now use Igbo to beg them. Because ye meri mawa, because ye meri mawa, because ye meri mawa. But they don't understand what they were saying. Please give me water, let me drink so that I will not die. Today they mock us with that same language. British run Nigeria. Hallelujah, amen. Hallelujah, amen. Chuku kwano lo kunshi. Chuku ya dono to the one Nigeria. But all these things are here before us. And we are telling our people, miracle is coming. Miracle is coming. Of course, we know how many Biafrans that have been slaughtered today. Did you see BBC? Did you even see Nigerian police? What they will do now is the Fulani will come and kill you daytime. In the evening, the Nigerian police or army will come and raid your community. Down, collect 10,000 or 5,000 from all of you to come and testify what happened. Nothing about. But miracle is about to happen. But if you do not understand the meaning of miracle, how exactly can you fight or see miracle? Are you there, caller, on the line? Of course, we lost that caller, Zoo Epileptic Network. But we must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Mazi.
Thank you very much.
Mazi, you know,
hold on. Somebody on Facebook have told me that Queen Oro Ebube. What is Ebube?
Yes.
What is Ebube?
Ebube, let's see it. When something is
you don't know.
Okay.
Say you don't know. Somebody may tell us on Facebook.
Okay.
Somebody may call in and tell us. And as people are listening,
Okay.
Miracle is Oro. Now let's break it down. We know Oro.
Yes.
We call it Oro. But we know what it means. It means walk. And so what is Ebube? What is Ebube? Ebube is
Ebube miraculously. Yes.
That means now if you want to bring it now, you will say Chineke na-eme ihe dị egwu.
Because some people might something bad. Maybe a big guy
so when a big man die in the village, is that a miracle?
No, it's not a miracle.
But they are still
But they can interpret it.
You are the one telling me all of them. I want us to follow it. I say, what is miracle? You say, Olu Ebube. I say, okay, you know what is,
yes.
What is Ebube? You say, Ihe Diegu. Not to explain that when great man die, we say Ihe Diegu Imena. So when somebody die now, a great man die, is it a miracle that a great man die? And now you begin to see, language is deeper than we can imagine.
Yeah.
It's not how we intend to fix it now, but it is in how we want to find out what is the mindset of the people that said this. Now, I have to give it to archaeologists all over the world. Archaeologists till today cannot come out and tell you that they have a perfect interpretation of ancient Egypt. They are writing. They keep studying because they understand that the slightest calculation to dwell permanently on a particular interpretation become the end of the road to another revelation that may come from that write-up. And so each time they try to define it, they leave an open for another thing to build on. And so you see that thousands or hundreds of years later, that stop somewhere, another person begin to. They all found fault in each other's foundation, but they don't condemn. Now that is to make sure it must be perfect people. We cannot condemn our ancestors and then think that our children will not condemn us. We must abide by the culture of, first of all, not completely agreeing with some of the things our fathers did, but they did it. Learning from their mistakes. learning from their noble art, and then projecting it to the better future, which will enable the next generation to properly position themselves before the global community. I don't know if you understand. It's not about the intellectual aspect of it. It's about knowing the truth. Almost every name in our place has more than one meaning. For instance, my native name, you just can't come out and say my name is Onyema. My name is deeper than Onyema. You must find out if I'm Onyemechi. You should find out if I'm Amechi. You need to know if I'm Onyema Chuku. You have to really know if I'm Onyema Uchechuku. Onyema is just among the name. Yeah. You should find out the one that I am. Onyema in my family. And each of them are different. So when you say I'm looking for Onyema, they will ask you which one. Is it Amechi? Because Amechi is abbreviation of Oichi. We are all Onyema. Onyema Uchechuku. I don't know if you understand. So why I'm asking this question is the moment there was interpreter between our father and the invaders, the colonial master, in a polite way. And this interpreter, I think there was a film in those days known as Uchoku. The Uchoku, it's on Igbo setting film. And one man will be an interpreter between the community and the Europeans, the Portuguese, or whoever they are. Portuguese will speak English, then the interpreter, who is an Igbo man, will now interpret. In most cases, what is interpreting is something differently from what the white man is saying. For instance, the white man will say, you tell these people that I cannot tolerate nonsense. I say, because Igbo and nonsense are the same thing. The whole people will be to yes. Igbo man will say, what are they murmuring? He said, no, they say they don't agree with what you say. I hope you understand. And now, if they were to write it down in Igbo language, they would have said that the Oyibo man said that they are a bunch of shit. But somebody have to find out, did the Oyibo man say that? Or was it the interpreter who committed the blunder there? Without this information, it is very wrong to tell me that I am right or that I'm wrong. For instance, the river people, the Ikwere to be precise, blamed the Igbo after the war. That they changed their name. That the Igbo changed their name. They are not Igbo. I'm just telling you because we are all learning. That their name is not Umokoro. That their name is Rumokoro. And extensive search on it to find out if the Igbo, I really don't know who they are, because as of that time, no Abia State, no Imo State, no Odi State. So who exactly are we talking about? But let us assume is the Southeast as we have today. Who could this person who had the power to change these people's name? Hearing from many people who have extensive knowledge, I found out one truth there. The truth was that at this era, it could be an Igbo man who could write to communicate with the Igbo man. There was no Ikwere man who could read or write. And so the Igbo man will use his own intonation to write it. And now, the Ikwere man must know the truth that the Igbo man didn't want to, but they were putting down the information based on their own dialect. I have a brother whose name is Chukwuemeka. And each time we go to write the name, they write it Chukwuemeka. But the way I spell Emeka is not the way you spell Emeka. I spell Emeka with K-E. E-M-A-K-E. E-N with but the instance end with K-A. If I look at your name, I see Emeka and Emeke. And Emeka is Yoma. And I know that Emeka is from the east. But to understand this nation, you are going to say, man they do. But na Igbo man we no gree say be Igbo man. I've had that happen so many times also. When I see it, I say Igbo, he will be complaining. Igbo man or the Anyoma man who is Igbo man don't agree is an Igbo. The one say he's Igbo man because you saw his name. Look at the name very well. You will see he's an Igbo man does not agree is an Igbo man. The work of brainwashing of Nigeria. And now what I'm trying to say is to be able to look in between words. This the leader is saying, design the time that we are in here and be able quickly. Go ahead with your contribution so I will not digress further. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi. I just learned a lot this evening, and especially when you mention about what happened when the armies came. You know, when listening to you, sometimes I don't know which God made you, but I think last month I called you and I said you must go for it and tell us. Of us who are still asking God for children, and so we cannot have because we have a lot of idiots. People like you should be telling us so that when we eat this particular their mother ate, we will go to bed with our wives and produce more babies that will look like you. Not those who fly over the ceiling. So Mazi, just I appreciate you more because listening, and anybody who is preaching against go back to your root, the person must examine his or her head. Because to be honest with you, there's a lot of impact which you have played, especially in my own family. I can tell you, Mazi, to be honest, Igbo is in my house. He doesn't have it. But as soon as I start hearing you go back to your root, I'm being the one who so there's nothing like that. I thought maybe I'm selling them off. I thought I'm doing the right thing. Even the name I don't mention, they all got Igbo name, but I don't call them those names. I call them English name. You yourselves, I remember one education called them, is it Meso what? Was real, but I was listening to you in the radio. I have to pack and listen when you explain the way you went to school to ask the teacher stop me your children's name in a wrong way. You explain it. I still have it in my phone. I downloaded it and I keep it.
I change all of them.
From that particular day, I really go back to my own root. You know, so somebody may stay in America, stay in Australia, thinking that no, but there is a time because even the food themselves, these people doesn't want to eat. These our children refuse to eat our food. They see it as evil. They see it as big. If you go down,
inferior.
Yeah. When you are eating a banana, about the sis, I didn't marry you, Mickey here. Man, as soon as you start teaching, we have to the Mazo is in my house now. When you mention Oyibe, everybody go to room and they stay because they know that is listening to Oyibe. So Maz, we are listening to you. To be honest with you, we are really listening to you, and your preaching is on the now. Only me in the city room listening to you, but in the television of the zoo or that television, you'll be hearing president to take 3.something billion. This one 1%. Mokachi did this. You don't even know how it smells for one day. So Mazi is playing a very big impact. Thank you very much and continue. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother. Our target is simple. We want our people to begin to appreciate where they are coming from. If we fail to do that, a lot of things are wrong and we cannot do those challenges. Make no mistake about it. We are a people, the most dangerous species of Homo sapiens here on earth. Our target is to see how we will go home. Because on a daily basis, we are confronted by different things, but we will overcome in the end. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, Marzenibe.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, good morning from here. That was a kind of opportunity to call this very moment because I'm awake. I just got attention by what you are teaching and what you are saying. You are doing a great work, a very good work. You know, this very topic you raised this night, miracle and is it voodoo or what? When you start
know the difference between miracle, juju, because if we're saying miracle in English, what is it in our language so we can say it, let it not look like we have committed any sin. He's just trying to clear mind on that anyway.
Let me just add to it so that the callers are calling, so that we are listening to know. Definitions of miracle, stroke mirage, and mystery, magic, science, scientists, and wonders. All these things fall into one circle. But the definitions of it and how people understand it is a tricks that the white men use to hypnotize our brain. They use it to frustrate our tradition. They use it to steal our destiny. So all these things you mentioned here, miracle, mirage, mystery, magic, science, scientists, and wonders. All these things that I mentioned here are the major ethics that the white men use to steal our tradition and rebaptize us, then hypnotize our brain and change our name. That is why if anybody is still using English words on anywhere, you are still a slave permanently. If you are using English words on anything you are doing, you can't make usage. Mind you that you are anything. If you are a slave. If you are rubbing cream to change your color, you are a slave. And if you
Unfortunate, Zoo Epileptic Network, we lost that caller, and this is where we will draw the curtain for this segment, but then let me take this one call and we will drop it. Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Go ahead, please.
Hello, good evening, Mazi.
Good evening from here.
My name is Buchi Udawale from Abateta Mamla Province, Biafran.
Of course, the Zoo Epileptic Network is unbelievable. But okay, you are back. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes. So I'm back. It caught my attention when the last caller phoned and you asked him a question. It was tax. So I wanted to come in there. You understand? When you asked him what is Aluebube, he was confused on how to. So decided to call in because we can describe Aluebube as Ife Tonanya. When something unimaginable happens, when everybody has lost hope, something happened to solve a problem. That Ife Tonanya is Aluebube. Ife it's not Ife Tonanya. It can be in the favor of you and it can be against your enemy.
But it's the same miracle. Miracle can be in favor and it can be against.
Yeah, but now miracle comes a last resort where you don't even have
let me follow,
the power.
let me follow your definition now. When you go to a church and your pastor see vision that your mother is a winch, and when you kill your mother, you will prosper. Your pastor must have done miracle for you, something you love. Mana, for your mother, Oga Diego. So on both sides, it's miracle. So how do we explain it? Now,
actually,
you are right, the other guy is right. The only thing is that there is a missing words there. If we don't know it, we can never know the heart of our fathers. That is why when they speak one word, they mean 100 times. That is why they tell you that what an elder can see, sitting down even inside the pit, a youth at the top of the mountain will not see it. Do you understand?
Okay, for example now, there was a time my dad was, he was a principal, so he was transferred to another school far away from home. Two things happened there. When he went there 2-3 times.
Go ahead. Of course, Sue Epileptic Network. Of course, you have to call back in the next segment. My time is up on this very segment, and it's just quite unfortunate I couldn't get the contribution of the two last caller. But having said that, we will proceed. Biafrans across the globe understand on Radio Biafra and IPOB, our mission is simple. It must be dismembered. Nigeria must be obliterated. Must carry Nigeria and go and leave us alone. It's not about any individual religion. If you like, talk. If you don't like, don't talk. But the most important thing is that Biafra is more important than everything. I'm not trying to speak your mind for you. I'm just trying to tell you that there cannot be greater covenant that we have with anybody except the one our father have. And that is the covenant with the Creator. And that is what we will follow. I will be signing off on this segment. We will continue from where we stop tomorrow, hopefully by the grace of Chukwukike Abiyama. Biafra remain the destination. Ndewonu. Ndewonu.
It's Mubaz on the beat.
Jamani,